My husband threw me into the water. I was left soaking for 3 days and 3 nights, while he turned around and went to be with his first love. In that moment, I finally gave up completely. The next day, I packed my bags and left our home, then got into the CEO's wedding car and married far away. That scene was just seen by my husband across the street, but he thought he was hallucinating, cause he always believed I loved him deeply and would never leave him. All because 3 years ago, he funded me when I was poor and took me in as his wife. Everyone envied me for marrying into wealth, but only I knew I lived worse than a dog. That day, his first love went missing. He went crazy and kidnapped my parents, forcing me to hand over his new lover, but I truly didn't know where she was. I knelt and begged him to spare my parents. Even after my forehead bled from bowing, he remained unmoved. Just when I was completely cornered, his father called, and this time I didn't hesitate to agree to a breakup. I also agreed to marry into the CEO's family as a substitute bride, crushing any hope he had of getting back together. The next day I dragged my wounded body home, only to hear that my husband was flipping the whole country, just to find his first love. The maids mocked me, saying I still carried the title of wife, but was nothing more than discarded trash. I just gave a bitter smile, cause even that title was fake. His father had long known he was unreliable. So, he made a bet with me. If I could survive 5 years with his son, then we would register our marriage for real on our wedding day. He held that fake marriage certificate and made vows to me, promising eternal loyalty. But now it's only been 3 years, and I've already lost completely. My heart felt like it was being torn apart. I ripped that fake certificate to pieces, and sold off all the luxury items he gave me over the years. The maids laughed at my misery. Then I dug up the wish bottle we buried under the parasol tree. He once said would open it 10 years later to witness our love, but sadly I can't wait that long anymore. Just as I was handling all this, his first love suddenly stopped me. She arrogantly told me that he had been by her side day and night these past days. But I no longer cared. She wouldn't stop, and pretended I pushed her into the water, trying to use it to test his feelings. Sure enough, he believed it was me. He not only demanded I apologize to her, but also kissed her passionately in front of me, and promised to gift her a castle as an apology. I silently watched, repeating to myself not to feel hurt, that he was never worth it. But I didn't expect. The next second, he told the bodyguards to throw me into the water, saying he wanted me to know what drowning felt like. I couldn't swim, so I struggled desperately, telling myself in my heart to never love such a jerk again. When I woke up, I went back home. My husband handed me a black card as compensation, saying his thing with the first love was just a game, and had come back home after he was done playing. But he didn't know that as soon as he walked out, I cut the black card, picked up my suitcase, and left the place I had lived in for 3 years. At that moment, he had just stepped out the door, and saw a row of wedding cars heading toward the villa. He never would have guessed they were here for me. While he rushed into a car to find his first love, he happened to see her post on social media, saying she wanted a bridal bouquet. So when his car stopped at a traffic light, he immediately got out, casually knocked on the window of the wedding car across the street, planning to ask the bride for a bouquet, unaware that the bride inside the car
was me.